Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video let's look at second part of the navigation, like building a navigation using database approach, data source approach. And to quickly recap the last video, so we did see that there are mainly two ways to build the navigation. One is by crawling the content tree. So in this way mainly both content tree structure and navigation structure would be tightly coupled, but there would be no extra work. But if you are going for the data source approach, this is as good as like creating any data source based component. You will have create one data source item, and in that you will add the links, but your content structure and navigation structure will be little different. Can be different, and as well as main drawback is you will have content authors need to put extra work to add new pages. Whenever they add a new page to the website, they need to come to the data source item and also add the page there, the link to that. So both have some trade-offs. Let's see, in the previous video we already see how to build the navigation using the content tree, crawling the tree. In this video let's see the data source approach. Before that, let me show you one challenge what we face if at all we are facing in the crawling the tree approach. So this is our Sitecore 10.1. This is a navigation. Just a sec. So this is our navigation, which is Sitecore demo.local, and this is the front end website, which is a HTML website. So we have like pages, blog page and single page. This one we ignored for the crawling the tree. But what if it is not required that always your content tree structure will be exactly replicate the navigation structure? What if, let me show you, I'm adding a generic page, blog page. Okay, so already have that title and navigation title with the name tokens, and I will add single page. So these two are done. I'm going to publish this. Just enable public select sub items and publish. And as expected, how it will come, the navigation will be flat structure, because although we didn't code for child navigation, but now it will come as a flat structure, and it will be like blog page and blog single page. So imagine this is the structure for our content, but in the navigation we should show blog page and single page under blog. But how is it possible? Because by crawling the tree we do not know like whether these two will come under here, because we are just crawling the tree. If at all there is under blog there is some child pages, we can show that in the menu based on what are the coding. But here you are telling there is some other pages are there, but these should be come under this in the navigation. So, and also like this there is some complex requirements will come in, and if your tree might be little complex, how the URL structure they want, based on that they may create this structure, but menu navigation might be different. So in this approach, in these places we will need a data source approach. So let's build the data source way. Just to save the time, what I did is I created a couple of templates for the navigation. Let me go and show you. So if you go to the data source templates, I did create a navigation. So this has a navigation section and navigation link, which is a general link. So this is the navigation, ignore header for now. And again same case, folder templates, I have created one navigation folder. This has the insert options with navigation. And if I go to the content, let me increase the font. So if I go to builders and under data, so if I right click on insert options, data, I also added navigation folder as a insert options. And there is a navigation, so navigation, and you have a header navigation. So this would be the flat structure I created: home, about, project, content. So this we can use it as a data source. Either we can just directly point the data source to the header navigation, which is the navigation folder, or we can create another item similar like carousel approach. Carousel is the, sample carousel will have a slides. So these slides can be there, and similarly you have a header navigation, and this navigation will be listed here, and we can select the navigation. Or we can directly give the header navigation as the data source, and we can just read the child items. Both the approaches are fine. Just based on, if at all we have little complex, it is better to like just give the flat structure here itself. So for this, what I will do is, let's create the structure blog as well. So let me just go navigation and blog. So for this, navigation link, there is a content, there is builders. So in this case, this is the blog. Insert and save. Now I can create the structure here. It does not matter about what structure I have there. So I can also provide interruptions here, but for now just ignore. So I can add another navigation. Let me just go to the data source templates. Now my page structures will remain as it is in the content tree, but I'm just data source, I can play around, I can change. So if you see here, it is pages, and you have a blog page and single page. So I'm going to create I don't know why I keep typing A as caps. Blog page. I can give single page. Sorry, let me add the link. It would be builders home and single page, and save. If you go to blog page, it would be insert link, builders home, blog page. So blog page, single page, and blog, and whatever the structure is. Let's do one thing. We can also have the navigation title here itself. Again, both the approaches are fine. Either you want to read the navigation title directly from the page, or you want a navigation title control over here itself. If you need a control here itself, then you have a navigation title field, and you will have the respective link and everything. So for this, let's just keep it as it is. Okay, let me keep everything as it is, and let's go and okay, content side is fine. Let's go and create one rendering. We already have a header navigation. What I will do is I'll just duplicate this, because we have controller and everything is same, just the header navigation by data source, just to differentiate. And here I will put header navigation by DS. Let me copy this. So it's still same, but we also need to give a data source location and data source template. Remember from the previous videos, if at all it is a data source based component, we want to give the location and template as well. Just collapse everything and go to the data source. Yeah, location and template. For this, data source is under data, and it would be here. And data source template would be, what we will do is we will just directly give, rather than, carousel slider approach we already know, because we are building the we are building the one parent item, and there we are showing all the slides, and you select the slides. Similarly, we can build one parent navigation item. There we can show all the navigation links and select the navigation links which we want to show. Either we can do that, or we can directly point the data source to the navigation folder, and okay, from here this is the start item, read all the tree. Okay, then let's go to the project and data source templates. Sorry, not data source, it's a folder template. We want navigation folder as a parent. Save, and let me close this. Let's add this to the couple of pages, the presentation details or the pages. Go to page templates, and let me keep generic page as a normal header navigation. About and home page will have the navigation by data source. So go to standard values, presentation details, and rather than changing everything, I can just change the data. I can change the name here. So change the component. So header navigation by data source, because placeholder will be remain as it is. And also I can, let me give the data source here itself. So data source can be either this and it will read the tree, but yeah, header navigation is the one. If you go to home, it will show it's not valid because we are telling navigation folder as a data source. Header navigation. Okay. Save, and same about us also. Couple of pages we are using the new data source based navigation, and a couple of pages we will leave it as a previous navigation itself. So that's just same repeated steps, just header navigation. Save, publish everything. So from here we are completed, and let's go to the code. So this we already have, and let me build another action. So public action result, and you copy that header navigation by ds, whatever we have given in the rendering level. So we have to give the, we have to read the data source now. So again, just jog your memory previously how we were able to get the data source item. So it would be where data source equal to rendering context dot current rendering dot item. So this will fetch us the data source item. Now we can play. Now this is as good as our previous navigation here. Just that we are removed this tree here. I mean, we are getting the start item from the code, but whereas we are giving the start item of the data from the data source. So here we can start reading the children, and let me just copy this code. Let's just see if I can use this code. Yeah, I can most probably replicate everything. Okay, and data source navigations. As this is a data source, does not have any, it does not require any navigation. So I'm going to put not equal to null, and data source equal to has children, and has children, but obviously hidden navigation is not present in this. What I will do is, okay, just let me comment this part. Let me comment this part. So now till here we know already we are building navigation, but data source, and we are checking data source has children, which is okay, data source has the children. So we have from here, this is the data source item, this has the children, we can read the children, and each one has mapped with one navigation link, which is a page. So each one has mapped to page. Either we can generate the link here, or we can go to the item and get all the details. Let's go to the item and get the details. Or hidden navigation is checked. No. Okay, let's do one thing. I mean, two approaches, either one is fine. I'm just thinking which would be the better here. Easy way to show you, not to show the complicated. Let me take this current one only, just get the URL. I mean, we are not going to the items and get, so we are just going to get the link from here itself. For this, yeah, we are not using navigation title, and we want to use a navigation title because we want to fetch it from there. Okay, let me add navigation title to here itself. So let me go to the data source template and go to this section, add navigation title. We can also add that hidden navigation and everything, and I can go to navigation title, save. Also let me give you the standard values, navigation title. So this is fine, and I'm going to go to the header navigation, but obviously this would be the dollar. I want to replace it. Remember, tokens only gets replaced when item creation, but if you add it after item creation, then it will not get added. So I'm going to add blog, page, sorry, not blog, it is a pages, blog page, single page, project, and contact. Okay, so this is done. I mean, we don't need any changes. Let me publish this. Yeah, let it publish. So now we can get this same thing here, just that we don't need a hidden navigation, because if at all we don't want, we don't create that item itself. And yeah, all it required, because we are using build navigation, and in the build navigation it does have the item. Sorry, again I can't use this one exactly because I might need, I can add some conditions here, but if not, I just want to replicate this here itself. Navigation by DS. Sorry, this one is here. And just important thing here is we are not directly generating the URL, because this is a navigation item. It does not have any layout. It is not actual page. Rather, we need to use a link field. So for this, there is something called link field. Link field is part of Sitecode data.fields, and item dot fields, that would be navigation link, and this would be a link field, get friendly URL. So this will fetch us the URL. Previously, with the other about component and everything, we were using Sitecore HTML helpers to directly render. Here we are just using the link field to get the URL. So we got the navigation link, and active class is fine. Till here it will be, sorry, yeah, so I need to return the model anyway. Sorry, return the view and the model, but we have not added this. So let me add this view, MVC5. Yes, create partial view. I could use the same view as well, but let me use this this way only, so that whenever if someone is reviewing this code or someone is checking this code later, they will have both the approaches here. So let me just copy this. Yeah, so till here we have not done anything different, just that we are using data source items and fetching the URLs and binding it. But you remember we have another kind of a child navigation here as well, so we need to fetch this. For that we need extra coding. Let's go to the navigation controller. Let me just collapse everything, and header navigation by DS. So till here we have done the navigation. Either we can use a recursive and all. Let's just go the simple approach, and what I'm going to do is var navigation, or let me put the easier way to understand, parent navigation, because this is a parent menu, you can say, like first level. I'm going to put this here. Sorry. So till here it is done, but what if this parent navigation has this child item, children, I will put parent item. What if this parent item has many more childrens? That we need to check. Remember the structure from here. Currently parent items are these. Now we need to check whether anyone has children, and then we need to process them as well. So for that we can check parent navigation, parent item has children. So we need to check whether if this has any children. If this has children, I mean, again, this just the same process. Either we can build the recursive way and build the navigation. If not, we can use this way only. We have one level. Let's use the simple one. Item child item in parent item dot has children. Okay, sorry, parent item dot children. So now we have like child items. For all other items, this condition will not be met, but whereas for the blog, this condition will be met. So what we will do is, if at all this condition is met, again we have to do the same process for the child item. So I'm going to put child navigation and child item. But where do we add here? And now we need to go back to the model. So till now we have a navigation which is a parent one, and under that we have like navigation title. What if this is a navigation, under this there is a child navigation? We have to add that as well. For that again we need this kind of field here also. So for that we can create public navigation child navigations. So now this navigation can have, these would be there, and can have again another navigation items. So for this, now if you go back here, we are getting a child navigation, and child navigation we got. We need to add, let me go and create a list of, okay, here let me add another field which is world child navigations, new list of navigations. So we have this is a parent navigation. Let me put parent navigations. Okay, this is parent navigation, and whereas this child navigation. So this navigation, whatever we have created, it goes to the child navigations. So child navigations dot add child navigation. Okay, this is done, and if at all it processed, it has some children and it has processed all the children. Now we need to add to this parent navigation this child navigation. So for that you can go to parent navigations, add, sorry, parent navigations, this parent navigation, child navigation, sorry, this parent navigation is here, and you add what are the child navigations. Sorry, little bit confused. Let me just walk me through. So we are building parent navigations, which is build navigation by DS, which is a parent navigation. That's fine. Then child navigations, it has a children, and child navigations by here parent navigation. So from here, correct, yeah, parent navigations dot child navigations equal to child navigations. And now finally we need to add so for each loop we need to add finally what is that, parent navigation dot add, sorry, parent navigation, sorry, not parent navigation, what is that, parent navigations dot add parent navigation. Yeah, correct. So let me just quickly go through the code once again. So we are getting data source, and data source has children, and we are looping those children. So till here we are clear. Anyway, we have done the same thing in the crawling the tree. Has children and we are looping them and creating. But now this is a little different, because we need, from here we have built the parent navigation. But what if there is sub children or children for that as well, parent item? Then we have to loop through them and we have to build the child navigation. But child navigations we need to add to the list of navigations. And then finally this parent navigation will have navigation title, link and active class, as well as it contains its sub children, which is child navigations. Then overall this parent item, this is a one navigation that we need to add to the main parent navigations. So this can go on and it will loop through and it will finish. So from here we are done. Like we need to go and bind this in the view. So till here we have already created modal navigations. This and all is done because we are using the same navigation model, but in this loop we are making some changes. So let me go and no need to this. If there is a sub children for this, if there is a children, so child navigation not equal to null, and navigation dot count greater than 0. Then we want to do something else, and if at all there is if there is no child navigation, you can use the same process like how we are using before. Okay, format selection. Now let me pull that HTML. So this is the HTML which we have stripped off. Okay, this is the HTML we have. Now we don't need to bind anything here, rather we can just bind the navigation title, which is navigation dot navigation title. But again there is a drop menu, so again we need to just loop through for each var child navigation in navigation dot child navigations. Okay, this is done. This is simple. Again, just you can use the same thing, child navigation dot navigation link, and here we are going to put child navigation dot navigation title. So this you can remove, and let me put it here. Let me put, yeah, format selection. So if the model has a navigation and it does not contain any child navigation, go straight away here and bind the parent item. If it has any sub children, then go to the loop here and bind the parent, and we are not binding the link because it's a drop menu and it just need to toggle. So we are not binding the link, and but just here the sub children. So let me publish this whole. Okay, now this is done. Let me go and just duplicate this, or I can put Sitecore demo.local. Okay, this has been loaded. So you can observe now home, about, pages, blog page and single page. So this is coming, and as well as project and contact. Let me go to the navigation. So data, navigation. So we have home, about, blog, project, contact. Let me put the blog last, and project and everything is fine. So let me just publish this. So we have home pages is moved and blog single page. Let me just add another page under maybe about, just to show you how this all can create. So navigation, which would be about the company or something, we can give and save. I can add, maybe I'll add the about only. Old habits. So now you have about and about the company. So like this you can have, and you can have a number of, like, based on how your UI is, what is the business requirement, you can build this, and this does not have any impact on your content tree. So your content tree can go as it is, again based on whatever the requirement and whatever the suggestions. It is not tied to your navigation structure anymore. So you can have a flat structure, you can have a complex structure, whatever the structure you want. but here navigation you will build according to your menu. So for the header we build in this way. If you go to footer, you can build in another way. Maybe you have somewhat different order and maybe something else you want to show. So that is the flexibility of data source approach. But again, trade-off is content authors need to come here and build that extra items here, and compared to what they just add the page here, and they need to come and add the items here as well. Let me just quickly recap what we have done so that everyone is on the same page. Similar like any other data source approach, we just build one navigation folder, which is a folder template. Let me expand this. So we have a navigation folder. Under that we created some links, some link items. These link items have two properties or two fields, which is a navigation link. It can be the internal link and or external link, that's fine. Navigation title is the title which we are going to display. And you can build the structure whichever the way we want. And according to the templates, and we build the presentation details, and we added the data source. Here data source would be navigation folder. So under the navigation folder, whatever the navigation folder we mentioned, under that it read the children. This can also be built as a composite structure, like you can build another item and mark that as a data source, and on that item have this navigation as a multi-list or some other tree list and map that. So that can be that is also possible, but this is much easier, like rather than creating extra other item. So, and if we come back to the code, we have created one header navigation by data source action method, and in this just we are reading the data source, and if data source has children, then just loop through those children. And while looping, if at all the parent item whichever is under the data source has any more children, then we will loop through them and we will add. So anyway, I'm going to check in this code and leave the link in the description. You can go through this code. So you will have this has children, and again you build it, point it to the child navigation, and again bind everything to the parent navigations. And only another change here is this item does not contain any link. I mean, you can't use item.url because this is not a page item. This is a navigation item which contains reference to the another page. Where the reference is in the navigation link. So we are using another field type which is a link field, and just get friendly URL. That is what generating the URL for us. And page context, and also this is not correct. We need to modify this as well because we are not using page context anymore. It would be something like this, and it would be link field target ID. So it would be something like this. Then it would be active because this is not the page item. This link field has the page ID. So this is how we can build, and also we have sub children that need extra logic to be involved. But this is all for now. I hope you got the concept of crawling the tree as well as data source approach. Little lengthy data source approach, but it has that flexibility in place. So thank you for watching. See you next time.